Hello everyone, welcome to Saurav's classes. Hope you all are doing fine and your exams are going well. So today we are back with another problem solving session, ISI MSQMS question paper solutions, and the today's problem solving sessions will be for that. So those who don't know or new to this session, I want to enlighten you that ISI, Indian Statistical Institute, one of the prestigious institute, whose one of the most celebrated course is MSQMS, Masters in Qualitative Management. So that is a very celebrated course. You can easily get an opportunity to go outside for research if you manage to abroad. I mean, for outside I mean abroad. So if you can easily get abroad with recommendations and with a good salary. Also, you can get many different jobs. Prospects are much higher. This is because of ISI, Indian Statistical Institute. So for appearing in that, you need to sit for an exam. So the exam is divided into two parts, the objective part and the subjective part. So this series of videos will contain the problem solving session, and this is meant for those persons who are serious and seriously applicants of Indian Statistical Institute examination of MSQMS. So in this session or in this series of videos, we will solve problems based on the ISI MSQMS program, the question papers, and we will familiarize you with the questions that you will be going to facing, and not only that, the questions or the problems that you're facing, but the strategies, the tips, the tricks, and the weapons or the tools that you need to handle them. So in this video or in this series of videos, everything will be supplied to you. So here I have taken the first question today. So it says that suppose alpha and beta are such that 0 less than alpha less than beta less than pi by 2. Show that there exists a theta belongs to open interval alpha beta such that sin alpha minus sin beta by cos beta minus cos alpha equals to cot theta. So I recommend everyone, so as I do in every video, so in this video also I recommend everyone to pause this video and try out the solution by yourself. This is because there is no other alternative than understanding the solution by yourself, because even if you don't try and you see this, then that would be of no use, to be honest. So I recommend you that please pause this video and try it for a minute. Now the solution part. So before just discussing the solution part straight, I'll get into a very important concept of today. So the important concept is LMVT. Now what is LMVT? LMVT is Lagrange mean value theorem. So the Lagrange, Joseph Louis Lagrange, you might have heard, is the name of the mathematician. So the mean value theorem is named after him. It is Lagrange mean value theorem. It says that f and g belongs to the class of differentiable functions. So here d belongs to the class of differentiable functions, and g of x not equals to 0 in interval x belongs to ab. So in this open interval, I claim that g of x must not be 0. Then LMVT states that f dash x by g dash x, there exists a c such that fb minus fa by gb minus ga. There exists C belongs to this interval. So what do this result basically state? It says that f and g are belong to the class of differentiable functions. So and gx not equals to 0 for any x in this interval. So there exists a c within this interval such that f dash c by g dash c equals to fb minus fa by gb minus ga. So this is the theorem. But not only this will suffice, so now we will learn how to use this theorem and where to use this theorem. So usually in the problems of like that there exists a real number in that interval. So if you see that statements of the problems come like this, that there exists a real number in the interval, or say there you need to show that there exists for some real number, we usually apply this theorem, the Lagrange's mean value theorem. Now, how to apply that? So we need a suitable choice of fx and gx. So without this suitable choice of functions, we cannot apply this. Now for this problem, the suitable choice of function is very simple. How is the suitable choice of function? So you can see that the top part according to the question is sine beta minus sine alpha, and the down part is cos alpha minus cos beta. So this was the question, right? So this was stated in the question. Now this ratio suggests us, what does it suggest? Now what is the most obvious suggestion that we get? The intuition of the most obvious thing is that we must choose fx equals sin x and gx equals cos x, and the problem is solved. So this was the intuition part, and as I have always said that intuition can never be regarded as the proof. So how do we prove this? So the proof writing part, which is very important in objective, is that, so we know by intuition that what are the functions we have to choose. So I write that we consider fx equals sin x and gx equals cos x. Now both fx and gx are differentiable, and so we write that by LMVT we write f dash theta by g dash theta for some theta belongs to alpha comma beta. Okay, so we need to write this, that f dash theta by g dash theta equals to sin beta minus sin alpha by cos beta minus cos alpha for some theta in alpha and beta. So I just proceed with the next step, and the next step is very simple. If you consider it as cos and this as this, the derivative will be minus sin, and therefore it as a whole becomes cot. So cot theta equals to the minus sign needs to be adjusted, and therefore I multiply this by minus the numerator. So cos beta minus cos alpha. So that was what it was needed to prove. So you see that how easily we could conclude a very well known or a very difficult problem and tackle it with LMVT. So mean value theorem serves as one of the very important tools in problem solving in exams of ISI or CMI, as you have heard. So now we will get to our next problem. So we are back with the second problem. It says that Ram and Shyam are standing in a queue of 10 persons. Find the probability that there are exactly 3 persons between them. So the instruction is again say as follows. You just try the problem first by yourself, and then we will discuss the solution. Now for the solution of this problem, what I do is I deploy a very useful strategy or a method that I call as the cheating strategy, or you can call this as the cheating method. Now what is basically the method of cheating? Now the cheating method says that it is required to find the probability that what is the event that, so now what we are discussing is the cheating method. So the cheating method. The cheating method says that suppose we are asked to find the probability of the event. Now what happens, what would have happened if we could cheat? Like suppose you are given 10 apples marked with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to up to 10. Now you need to select 3 apples. Now what is the probability that the 3 apples you will get be at the numbers 3, 4 and 5? Okay. Now suppose in a situation like that you are really having 10 apples numbered and someone is standing to play the game. Now possibly suppose you can cheat there. Suppose assume that there is a instance where you can cheat. Now what will you do when you are allowed to cheat? For cheating, what you will do? You will just take out the apples with the required numbers and just arrange the rest of the apples in whatever way you want. Okay, so what did I say? Let me repeat again, that in process of cheating, we will just take out the numbers that are required to us, the apple numbers that are required to us, and we'll just leave the rest in any form we like. We will just arrange it. Okay, so this is basically the concept of cheating. Now in this problem, what we will do? The same thing. Suppose we are allowed to cheat in that situation. Suppose we are allowed to cheat in the situation. What we will do? We will pick 3 persons and place it between Ram and Shyam, and the rest persons will be outside. Okay? So, just let me see that how many ways the total number of ways here is 10 factorial. Okay, so the 10 factorial is the total way. So the total number of ways here is 10 factorial. And now by cheating, what we will do? So in cheating, what we could do? We will intentionally select 3 people and place them. So in how many ways can we select 3 people from 10? In 10 see 3 ways, or in 8 see 3 ways, because Ram and Shyam, there we have excluded them. They were a group, part of the group of 10 people, so we have excluded, so only 8 people remains. So out of them, in 8 see 3 ways, I can choose 3 people and I can arrange them in any whatever way I want, and the rest can be given in 5 factorial ways. Okay, so I hope that this is clear. So what I do, let me repeat again, that I cheated. Now how did I cheat? I picked randomly any 3 persons. So this is random picking of any 3 persons from the group of 8 persons, people, and I will arrange them because that is need to be counted in how many ways they can be arranged. I can place them in any way I like, and the 5 factorial ways is the rest that is left after selecting 3 people. So what is my probability? So the probability in cheating method, always remember, is that cheated by the actual, original. So what is my cheated part? So the cheated part is this. So this is the part that I have cheated, and what I haven't cheated is this. So that is the required probability. Okay, so this is the cheating method, and this is one of the very useful and important strategy, and this is one of the very, I must say, that useful and important strategy that you can apply to probability problems. So cheating method. So we come to the end of this session, and we have solved here a problem from calculus and a problem from probability. So in this video, both the concepts that we have learned are very useful. The Lagrange mean value theorem and the cheating method. So I request you to practice more and more problem applying these principles. Serious aspirants of ISI QMS are strongly recommended to get a copy of the study material of QMS from Saurabh Sir's classes. They have high quality problems, and not only that, the tips, tricks and the strategies that I am discussing here are published there and written so that you can keep it for reference. The problems there are meant for practice, and hard practice I must say, so that you can clear the exam with flying colors. So up till then, goodbye, take care, and best of luck for your upcoming exams. Thank you.